Today we're going to take some of our Reaper peppers that we dehydrated last winter and get these seeds starting. Let's get into it. With us being up here in Michigan here at Gagnefarms, we need to start our seeds a little bit earlier than some of you folks down in the south. So that's why we're starting our Reaper seeds today. I know, it's super early. But for what we did last year, I started my Reaper seeds in January, and the two best plants I had were the earliest seeds that I had planted. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start these seeds, get them going, get them very mature before we get them out in the garden this year. So we've got our Reaper seeds. What I did was I dried these out in our dehydrator. I just got some Reapers here, and we're going to put them in a little container, and I got a little stick, and I'm going to try to dig the seed out without touching it as much as possible. This worked great for all of my Reapers last year. I had almost 100% germination rate, which was awesome. I was kind of skeptical of this last year, but it worked out fantastic. And then I didn't have to go out and try to get more Reaper seeds. Last fall, I did the same thing. I dehydrated a couple Reapers just to harvest seeds out of, and then I don't have to waste all my money. I'm buying the same seed over year after year. So we're just gonna dig out a couple of these seeds. We don't need a whole lot, guys. These are hot peppers. These are super hots. For last year's garden, I started Reaper seeds at 2 different times of the year just to test and see which would do better. So 2 of the seeds I planted in January, and about 10 more seeds I planted a month and a half later. So the ones that I started in January were well established before I put them out into the garden, and they took off right away. This year, I'm going to start all my seeds at the same time. We're not planting as many of the super hot pepper seeds this year. I loved growing all the different varieties last year, but what everybody wants is the Carolina Reaper. They can take all them other ones and throw them right out the window. They don't even want them. They want the Reapers. So that's what we're planting. I have no idea how many seeds I have here because I haven't counted them yet. But we're going to put them in the 72 cell tray and get these guys going. Last year we made our Reaper sauce, and it was a hit. I think I gave out 1.5 gallons of Reaper sauce so far this year. This coming year, I'm going to make more sauce, but we're gonna make it the old way with just Reapers. I think it was just a little bit hotter with all Reapers instead of some of the 7 pots and Scotch bonnets that we had last year. Now last year's I think was a bit more flavorful, but it wasn't as hot as everybody wanted. Everybody wants a hot sauce. They don't want to screw around with a whole bunch of duds. For this year's garden, Candace and I are doing something a little bit different. We're going to grow a few less varieties of everything, but more of the things that we really enjoy and we really preserve around here. We have been in the last few years testing out some different varieties just to see if we like it or not. But I think we've pretty much come down to what we really want and what varieties we like and how many we need. So that's what we are trying to scale around this year. We're not gonna plant 900 tomato plants when I only need 100. I'm not gonna plant 70 green pepper plants when I only need 25 or 30. And you probably just said, holy cow, Eric, you use 30 green pepper plants? We do. We use them all year round. That's something that we put in almost every dish that we make around here is green pepper, onion, garlic. It's kind of the staples, right? But this year, with our hot sauce going, I think we're gonna kick it up a notch. So gardening season is sneaking up on us real fast around here. With the El Nino weather pattern that we've been having across the United States, everybody seems to be having a lot earlier spring than normal, which is a good thing for gardening because you can get your starts out a lot faster. But around here in Michigan, you still do have to watch out for that late season frost freeze or even a late season snowstorm around here. All right, so I've got 42 of our Reapers started here. I'm probably not going to plant all 42. I'm not sure what the germination rate is going to be of this stuff. We had real good success last year, which was great. I always try to plant a few extra just in case, and I know I probably will give some of these away as seedling starts later in the spring. We're gonna cover these little guys up right here, and I know I fill up the whole tray, but I'm gonna plant some other starts over here in just a few minutes, and we're gonna get this whole tray germinating. So this time of year, guys, we've got lots of stuff coming up on Gagne Farms. We are almost ready for syrup season. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? This year has flew by already. And definitely syrup season is something that sneaks up on us every year, and we love it around here. So that's what we're going to get into very shortly. So make sure that you guys get your seeds started in time for your garden and your growing area. Everybody's garden is a little bit different, even in the different zones. I have neighbors around here that get to start things later than I do. I don't have as much sunlight, direct sunlight on my garden as they do. So I have to have a little bit extra growing time. Make sure to get your seeds started for whatever is right in your area. If you guys want to see how our Carolina Reaper seeds started last year, check this video out right here.